No one expected it to happen this fast, but overnight, something explosive unfolded across the United States. Fans didn't just talk, they didn't just trend, and they didn't just react. They moved, they mobilized. And suddenly, a magazine from Japan began flooding American mailboxes, international warehouses, and checkout carts because US Jikook fans decided the world needed to see their power. It felt like a wave rushing in from every direction, loud, bold, and unstoppable. As soon as the magazine dropped, thousands of American fans jumped in at the same time, pushing numbers that even Japanese media admitted they did not see coming. And just when people thought the excitement might slow down, something even bigger happened. The orders kept climbing. The screenshots kept spreading. The rest of the world watched in confusion and amazement, asking the same question again and again. What is going on with US fans? The answer became clearer with every hour. American Jikook fans weren't just supporting a magazine, they were driving international sales on a scale that forced global distributors to restock repeatedly. It wasn't just enthusiasm, it was influence that crossed borders, platforms, and time zones. The moment the cover featuring Jimin and Jungkook started circulating, the reaction in the US became impossible to ignore. Fans described it as electric. They said the photos felt powerful, artistic, almost cinematic. Many shared they didn't care about shipping fees or waiting weeks for international delivery. They just wanted the magazine in their hands, on their shelves, and in their collections. And in a matter of hours, US fans turned what could have been a normal magazine release into an international headline. People across social platforms started pointing out how quickly US fans were reacting. Some said they had never seen a US fandom dominate a Japanese magazine release so aggressively. Others said the American fan base seemed to move with one voice, one mindset, one mission. The energy was loud enough that Japanese retailers began noticing spikes from US IP addresses. Meanwhile, fans in other countries commented that the US wave was so intense, it actually influenced them to buy as well. The support spread outward like a chain reaction. And just when the numbers started stabilizing, another surge came. US fans didn't back down. Many were buying extra copies for friends, for giveaways, for archives, or simply because they loved collecting everything related to Jimin and Jungkook. Some fans joked that they didn't even know where they would store all the magazines they ordered, but they clicked purchase anyway. What made this rise even more fascinating was how organized everything looked, despite being completely fan-led. No company pushed the movement, no official account asked for support, it was pure fan energy. That's where the impact became global. American fans with their massive online presence started posting hauls, unboxings, and reviews. Those posts traveled fast, across TikTok, X, Instagram, and YouTube. Every video showcasing the magazine brought in thousands of new viewers, many of whom didn't even know the magazine existed until US fans uploaded content. Suddenly, more people around the world began buying. Fans from South America, Europe, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia shared that they were influenced by US fans talking passionately about the release. The ripple effect turned into a wave, and that wave boosted ELLE Japan's international sales to levels they hadn't seen in years. Some Japanese commentators began discussing how unusual this pattern was. Typically, Japanese magazine sales rise steadily within Japan, with a small bump internationally. But with Jimin and Jungkook, and with US fans leading the movement, the pattern completely flipped. The international bump became the main force. US orders alone pushed multiple restock cycles, and each restock brought another flood of American buyers. This wasn't just impressive, it was historic in the context of Japanese fashion media. Many fans didn't even realize how significant their participation was. The sensation kept growing when US online communities began coordinating. Some fans created spreadsheets showing where the magazine was still available, helping others avoid overpriced resellers. Some made lists of the fastest international shipping options, others translated Japanese stock announcements in real time, and every time a link was shared, orders skyrocketed again. This wasn't just support, it was teamwork, fandom unity, and a shared excitement that pushed a Japanese magazine into global spotlight. Even Japanese social media users were surprised at how often they encountered US-based comments, English-language posts, or American fan discussions. Comment sections were filled with people pointing out, US fans are everywhere, they're buying everything. This visibility didn't just highlight the enthusiasm of the fandom, it showcased the purchasing power, the dedication, and the cultural influence that American fans hold in global K-pop trends. And what added even more fuel to everything was the emotional connection. Many US fans explained that ordering the magazine felt personal. They wanted to support Jimin and Jungkook not just as individuals, but as a duo whose chemistry, artistry, and presence inspire them daily. Fans said they felt proud seeing them on an international cover, and supporting that cover felt like a way to celebrate their work. That emotional thread tied the entire movement together. It wasn't about numbers, it was about love, pride, and loyalty. And just when the momentum seemed perfect, it grew again. Influencers in the US began talking about the release. Some were K-pop creators, others weren't even part of the fandom originally, but felt drawn in by the excitement spreading across American timelines. Their reactions brought new eyes to the magazine. More people shared the photos, more people searched for pre-order links, and more people asked where they could buy copies. The cycle repeated, growing larger each time. Every platform saw the same pattern. On TikTok, videos of the magazine's visuals exploded with millions of views. On X, fans boosted each other's posts until they reached trending sections. On Instagram, stories and reels showcasing the cover spread across explore pages. Sometimes it didn't even matter what people wrote in the caption. The visuals of Jimin and Jungkook were enough to catch attention instantly. The US audience had the reach, and they used it effortlessly. And while many fans were simply sharing their excitement, the impact built underneath them quietly. Retailers started acknowledging US demand directly. Some shops added more stock because they noticed the majority of purchases were coming from America. Some sent out shipping updates specifically addressing international buyers. Every small move confirmed the same thing. US fans weren't just participating, they were leading the entire global sales wave. International fans eventually began referring to this entire situation as the US takeover, a playful but accurate description of how strongly American fans were dominating the charts, the distribution stats, and the online discourse. It wasn't aggressive, it wasn't competitive, it was simply undeniable. Anytime a new update appeared, US fans were at the center of it, pushing the movement forward. And even now, the momentum hasn't disappeared. People are still posting, people are still ordering, people are still reacting. And the world continues watching, amazed by how a single wave from the United States managed to turn a Japanese magazine release into a global phenomenon powered entirely by fans. And in the end, what happened wasn't just a spike in sales or a brief moment of excitement. It became living proof of how powerful US Jikook fans truly are. Their energy moved across borders, their influence reshaped international demand, and their presence turned a simple magazine release into a global event. And as the world keeps watching, one thing is already certain. When American fans decide to move, the impact is never small. It becomes history in real time.